Hey, it's Ivana. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about how I overcame the need for caffeine. I mentioned in a previous video that I had stopped caffeine and the great benefits that came from not being on it, but I didn't talk about how I was managing the need to actually have caffeine, which is the reason why I was using it in the first place. So this is what this video is about. Now, I have had more than one detox in my day with caffeine, and I've bared through the never-ending headaches that last for multiple days in a row just to get like the benefits of sleeping better and all the things I had mentioned. But before you know it, all the regular things that would come up in my life, like didn't manage to sleep enough, you know that day is coming up, you're like, I am so screwed for tomorrow, like I'm gonna be so tired. Or the day is just getting away on you, or you just wake up and you're like, I'm feeling so like off today. Those moments are still there, they haven't gone anywhere. So I was like, I need to find another solution to these problems, because like if I'm not gonna be going to caffeine, then what am I gonna do? I need to do something. So then I tried to bring awareness to the situation that I was feeling. So like that sounds a little abstract, but like I'll describe it like this. If I woke up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, usually I'm like already tired. So like I would start my day with caffeine before I even did anything else. Like before I even jumped in the shower, I was already like drinking some green tea or doing something. So what I'm saying is like I bring awareness to it as like those are the moments where like I would be reaching for it, right? This is either preventatively because I know I'm gonna be tired, or I already woke up and I'm feeling tired, right? So like instead of first thing in the morning I go for some green tea, I would think like, all right, why don't I try to do something else instead? I would bring awareness to the situations where I would want to have caffeine. Let's say first thing in the morning. So I would say, all right, let's try two things. Let's either substitute it for something else and see if that maybe helps, or let's try delaying it and see, I'm negotiating with myself at this point. I'm like, okay, maybe not right when you wake up. Let's maybe wait till you get to work. Let's give it like another hour or so and see how you feel. And if you feel you need it, we'll talk then. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get some later, right? It's like I'm lying to myself, but like I'm putting it off because I'm trying to get through this like urge that like maybe I need something. So what I tried was like, I would be like, all right, maybe am I thirsty? Maybe let's just try drinking plain water or some other liquid in the morning that's not caffeinated and see if that helps me feel alert. Let's, take a shower first. Let's get ready for work. Let's, do whatever, like try to buy myself some time and try to find other activities in that place. And then once I got to work, I'll be like, all right, how am I feeling? I was like, well, actually, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think I need anything. You're like, all right, that's great. That's great. And I would just like leave it. And then, let's say the next time would come up. So maybe like around noon, I'm like feeling a little bit tired again. I'm like, oh, I would usually have something right around this time. What am I going to do now? So then I would do the same thing. I would bring awareness. I'm like, right, this is usually a time when you would be grabbing for something. Let's look at substituting and or delaying it somehow. So I'm like, all right, let's see, like, have you maybe not eaten enough this morning? So now you're hungry and you're tired. Well, maybe let's sit down and have a snack. And once I had a little bit of food, lo and behold, 20 minutes later, I'm like, I'm like feeling a little bit better already. Or I would tell myself, all right, let's just have a little bit of food and then let's revisit this whole situation in a couple of hours. If you're still struggling, we'll talk about it then. I'm like, okay, there's hope. If I can't make it, maybe in a couple of hours. I clearly had no intentions of giving myself anything, but I would be like, let's push it a little bit longer. Like you can do a little longer. And I would do this at these points in my day where I would usually be reaching for something. And I found that if I was eating enough and I was delaying it enough and I was finding other things to keep myself busy, I didn't need it. Like, yes, I would have my dips in the day, everybody does, but I would find another way to get through them. And I wasn't really, I found a substitution for the caffeine. It's not like these things went away, they're still there. I just found something else instead of it. So what I had with the caffeine, it was a solution. Like I was tired, caffeine helped. I'm tired, I take caffeine, I feel better, that's great. So that solution worked for so long until it wasn't working anymore. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm still tired. So we still need to solve this problem. I just found other solutions for it instead. So by bringing some awareness into it, paying attention to what's going on around that time and figuring out a substitution for it, maybe buying myself some time, I was able to work through those spots. Now, I don't really feel that, I don't feel the need to go for any caffeine. If I'm feeling tired, I'm like, I already have a couple of things I can try to do. Maybe I'll just go down for a 20-minute nap if I have the time, why not? So that's what was able to actually get me off this idea that like I needed it to get myself through the day. So you can try this for any habit that you have that you're like, I'm really trying to stop doing this type of stuff. Or I find myself, I'm always leaning towards X when I'm feeling whatever. Try the same thing. Bring awareness to it. Like, what are you feeling around this time? And then try to find something else that you can substitute or delay it by a little bit and see what happens. Like, do a little negotiations like I tried and see if it works for you. If you have any comments, leave it on the bottom. And if you like this channel, please subscribe and there'll be more stuff coming out.